Okay, I'm going to do a video about my happiest days. We're back when Joseph was little, and I started looking after him, and I was 55 years of age. Well, I better tell you where I am first. This is Ammerford Tesco, and if you look up there, the date is August 21, 2021. Uh, but I'm going to go back now and take it back to August. I've done it a few times. What it is, I'm holding the mobile now. I'm trying to film, and it should come up, giving you another option. Anyway, this is it doesn't make any difference. Anyway, I could still, but I wanted to show the old Tesco, the old Tesco. And with the old Tesco, you had a little platform here where you could go and stand over the river, where I used to take Joseff a lot, and look at the fish, although we never did see much fish. Hang on, my mobile's drifting away and this picture's gone a bit smaller now. Right, it's gone a bit bigger now, never mind. Right, so it was back when I was aged 55, going back now, 2005, and Joseff was about 3.5, and I used to bring him down here for his breakfast. I used to walk from Betus. Tracy then lived up in the top of Betus. I used to bring him down here for breakfast. Now, I'd been a few years off drinking, and I started to enjoy life, swimming and walking a lot, and not drinking. And as it turned out, Joseff was very energetic. He could walk miles, even at the age of 3. He was so good at walking. And we were able to walk all the way from the top of Betus down here for Joseff to have his breakfast and walk all the way back. And of course, he was my first grandson that I started to see. I'll take you back up now where Tracy lived. And you can see the path there on the side of, here. Again, I'm using a mouse and I'm holding the mobile. I'm drifting away a bit. And we used to walk all the way down on that path. And, oh, they got it, yeah, man. The platform is, yeah, what am I on about? This is the platform. Let's take Joseff on. He used to love standing here looking at the river, looking at the fish. And then we'd walk on this path all the way back up to the main road. And what it was then, Tracy was working, and I was coming in the day and spending all day looking after Joseff. Although Melanie, my oldest daughter, and Stuart both had boys anyway, my other grandchildren. But of course, they had pouted on me a few years ago. And I say pouted because I haven't fallen out with them. They just didn't want anything to do with me. because I did my best over the years not to fall out to them. I always try to get on with all my kids, but they decided that I would not see their boys. So Joseff was the first grandson I could see, even though Melanie and Stuart had boys a few years before then. So we used to walk back up to Bettus, and I got to say the weather was mostly good then. And we used to stop here as well, look at this river. Again, looking at the river, and I was always telling Joseff, can you see the fish? He never did see fish, but he was always looking and hoping that there'd be fish there. And then we'd be walking back up this way. Amazingly, Joseff liked swimming as well. I couldn't get over that he loved swimming, and I was swimming a lot at the time, and I used to take him swimming as well as walking. Anyway, back to Melanie and Stuart. If they had said anyway that I could see their boys, I wouldn't have been able to fit them in, because I was looking after Joseff full time. Almost every day I was looking after him for Tracy to go to work. She was working in Llanelli. And I used to spend the day up in Ammerford. And also I was having weekends. On weekends, he used to come and stay with me in Pontiats. Pick him up on a Friday and take him home on a Sunday. Or pick him up Saturday, it depends. And I was with him all the time. And I built a strong bond with Joseff. He was very close to me. And by a look, you could see there was a shortcut here going up through a farm and coming out just on the bottom where Tracy was living. And walked this many times with Joseff. Of course, I can't do it now. I'm 72 now, heart trouble. I can't even walk up here now anymore. Up to this area. And Joseff is 18 now, so I don't see much of him now. Although I see Brandon now, I've started seeing Brandon. Well, even though I enjoy it with Brandon, but oh yeah, there's a park here. I used to stop here and take him to the park on the way. He loved his parks, of course. And even though I see Brandon now, but Brandon's 11. I started seeing Brandon when he was 10. I hadn't seen him for 10 years because my younger boy had pouted again and didn't want anything to do with me and stopped me. All over money, you see, all over money. All about money. Because I got to say, I spoilt them, you see. I spoilt them so much. So anyway, we used to walk up here. I got a fog in my throat. Now, you can see now, they've built houses here, look. But when I was going up with Joseff here, there wasn't any houses. And right, I can do it up here now. See the top here, top left. I can go back to 2009. Look at the difference now. No houses at all now. 2009. We'll go up the road now back in 2009. Again, I used to walk with Joseff. No, but Tracy had moved from there then by 2009. She only lived there about 3 years. But going back to 2009 shows you how it used to be, you see. because they built houses all down there now. And I think they built houses here as well. You can see how far this is to walk. Yet Joseff didn't mind at all. And sometimes it was pouring, most of the times it was nice, but sometimes it was pouring in rain, and he didn't mind the rain. And I knew then, even before I took him swimming, that he loved the water, and he did. Yeah, these were the happiest times for me, because I was very fit. I was swimming and walking a lot, and I'd been off the alcohol for a good few years, and I started really enjoying myself without alcohol, walking and swimming. And having Joseff then was a tonic. And there used to be ponies in this field here. I used to enjoy having a look at, and I got laughing. There wasn't much grass on the side there, but Joseff would pick as much grass as he could and give to the ponies, and they'd come down for the grass. But I was always afraid they might have bitten his fingers, you see, because anyway, we used to walk up here, show you where Tracy used to live now. Yeah, they say as we get older, well, when we're younger, we look forward, and when we get older, we look back. Because I often go on Google Map and look back at, and go on this road, and looking back at the days when Tracy lived here. This is where she lived, look. Now, of course, she's bought a second house since then, but this was a rented house. Of course, I'm able to stay now and sleep where she lives now. Because after all, I spent a lot of money to help her buy that house, the house where she is now, and because I got my own bedroom there and bathroom. So that's why I helped her, you see. And this is where she lived first few years back in 2003, I think it was, when Joseff had just been born, and I think he was about 1 then. Anyway, I spent many hours in this house looking after Joseff and taking him for walks. And for Tracy to work. And sometimes we used to walk down this way, me and Joseff. I'll show you where the shortcut is now. Yeah, so I didn't mind that I wasn't seeing my other grandchildren with Melanie and Stuart, because I was so happy with Joseff and so busy with him. And I wouldn't have been able to fit them in anyway. See, this is the shortcut, you see. Showed you that little road now going to the farm. This is where we would have come out. And then we would have walked all the way up there to Tracy's house. Yeah, they were really happiest days of my life, without a doubt, because I had a bit of money at the time, looking after Joseff, my first grandson, really. Like I say, even though I had another 2, I'd never seen them, but it didn't bother me because I was so busy looking after Joseff, and I enjoyed with him so much, and I couldn't believe he loved swimming. And for up until he was about 16, he used to come down and stay with me and go swimming. Of course, then I started having heart trouble, and I'm not able to go swimming and things. But I can look back now at these happiest days of my life. Okay.